Hello, welcome to the Essence World. Today lecture we are going to talk about IGNOU TE June 2019 CHE4 Physical Chemistry. Well, this is question number 1. What is the SI unit of molar mass? We have some knowledge about molar mass. Well, molar mass, that is our mass by amount of substance. Here the SI unit of mass, that is our kilogram, and the SI unit of amount of substance, that is our mole. Finally, we could be conclude that the SI unit of molar mass, that is our kg mole inverse. Well, this is question number 2. What is an isochoric process? An isochoric process is a thermodynamic process taking place at constant volume. The meaning of thermodynamic, that is heat in motions. In thermodynamic process, we give some heat to the systems, or we take in heat to the systems. If the volume of the system is constant at that particular situation, we will tell that the system is our isochoric process. The meaning of isochoric, that is iso meaning same, constant or equal, and choric meaning that is space or volume. So that we tell that isochoric process is a constant volume process. Well, let's take an example. We try to understand isochoric process with the help of these examples. Okay, this is our rigid container, and we will take some ideal gas filled in this container, some ideal gas, and we used a airtight insulated fixed piston, and we gives to heat to the container, and we used the base is our heat conducting base. And this whole body is work as an insulators. So here we will fill ideal gas. That's why we use a airtight fixed piston, because the gas cannot go out or come in to the systems. This is a thermodynamic process. That's why we enter the heat to the systems. Or out to the systems. That's why we will take a conducting base. This base work as a conductors and enter to the heat to the systems. It enters the heat to the systems or out to the systems, and the total systems work as a insulators. In this particular cases, what happens? Let's observe it. In this particular cases, this conducting base conduct heat to the container, to the systems. When this heat is entered to the systems, the internal energy also increase. Internal energy increase. This is our initial stage and this is our final stage. Internal energy we increase. What is the second situations? We observe here pressure also increase because the molecules heat to the boundary of this rigid container. That's why the pressure also increase. Finally, the volume is same. Why the volume is same? Because our pistons is fixed. We used a tight insulated fixed pistons. That's why the volume of the gas does not change. Okay, alright. That process is our isochoric process. In this particular cases, you people carefully observe internal energy also increase, pressure also increase, but the volume of the systems does not change. If we already discussed an isochoric process is a thermodynamic process taking place at constant volumes. That is our constant volume process. So that this system is our isochoric process. If we draw the PV diagram of isochoric process, that is here, this is our volume and this is our pressure. Pressure also increase, so this is our initial pressures and this is our final pressure, but the volume is remain constant or same. So we people can be conclude that in pressure volume diagram is a vertical line for isochoric process. Well, this is a question number 3, define molality. Let's take an examples. We try to understand molality with the help of these examples. Here we'll take a beakers and also take some salt, that is our solute, and we also take pure water, that is our solvent. If we mix both salt, that is our solute, and pure water, that is our solvent, we will get solutions. Suppose we will take 1 mole of solute, that is salt, 1 mole of salt, and added it 1 kilogram of 1 kilogram of water, will get solution. In this particular cases, you people carefully observe in our present solution. This is our present solutions. This solution contain 1 mole of solute in 1 kg of solvent. Here 1 kg of solvent means I would like to say you people that 1 mole of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent in this particular solutions. Now we define molality, that is our molality defining as the number of moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent. So we write like this: molality is defining as the number of number of moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of, that is our kg, 1 kilogram of solvent. When 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1 kg of water, the concentration of this solution is 1 molar. So we people can be write like this: the solution, the concentration of this solution is 1 molar. Well, when 1 mole of solute is dissolved in 1 kg of water, that is our kilogram of water, the concentrations of the solution is 1 molar. We denoted it in small m. So we can be conclude that the formula of molality, number of moles of solute divided by mass of the solvent in kilogram. Well, let's say questions and try to understand molalities. Here our question like this: what is the molality when 20 gram of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 500 ml of waters? Well, let's solve it. We will have some idea about molality. We already know about molality, that is mole of solute divided by kg of solvent. In first steps, we change gram into mole. How we change gram to moles? Let's discuss it. Here we take sodium hydroxide, the formula of sodium hydroxide, that is our NaOH. Here NaO and H, we consider Na, the atomic mass of Na, that is our 23, and the atomic mass of oxygen, that is our 16, and hydrogen, that is our 1. The total atomic mass of this molecule, that is our NaOH, that is our 40, means one mole of NaOH, that is our 40 gram of NaOH. So 1 gram of NaOH, that is our 1 by 40 mole of NaOH. Is it clear? Okay. Similarly, in this questions, 20 gram of sodium hydroxide means 1 by 40 into 20 mole of NaOH. I hope it is clear it. Then 1 by 2 mole of NaOH, that is our 0.5 mole of NaOH. The second step, here 500 ml of water, we change it into kg. Let's discuss it. Second Second step, liter change into gram. Here 1 milliliter, that is our 1 gram. We already know it. 1000 gram, that is our 1 kg. So 500 milliliter, that is our 500 gram. And when we express gram into kg, that is our 0.500 kilograms. Is it clear, peoples? Okay, all right. Okay, in first case we change mole, gram to mole, because here mole, the solute is expressed in mole and solvent is expressed in kg. We use solvent in kg and mole, that's why we change gram to mole and liter to kilograms. This is the kilograms. Finally, we put this result to in this place. Here 0.500 mole of NaOH, that is our solute, and 0.500 kilogram of water, that is our solvent. If we cancel it, we will get 1.00 mole. This is our molality of the solutions. We express molality into small m. I hope this is clear to you peoples. This video goes too longer, so we will try to discuss rest of the part in another video. If this video is helpful, please subscribe, like, share, press the bell icon for more updates. Thank you so much.